Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. I hope everybody's doing really well and staying safe out there. So today's reading is, what is the outcome of this connection? So your love connection, the person who's on your mind, what's the outcome of this situation going to be? We've got three options to choose from. The first option is Cosmic Cycles Tarot with the Peacock Ore. It's option 1. Second option is the Golden Universal Tarot with green calcite. And the third option is the Golden Girls Tarot with clear quartz crystal. So pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Remember to use your intuition when choosing, and if a pile doesn't resonate with you, you can always choose another group. But yeah, this is going to look at your connection and what the outcome is going to be. There's going to be an extended where we're going to get advice and look into the future, but we'll start where we're at, and we're starting with group 1. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi everyone. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So today's reading is, what is the outcome of your connection? So what's the outcome? What's going to happen here in this connection? I pre-shuffled the cards. I laid out most of them. Save the outcome card for last. And this is what we have. The back of the deck, Two of Swords. It's an adorable, pretty adorable Two of Swords card. So what I'm seeing is, you know, if you are in communication with this person, there's like a white elephant in the room. There's something you guys are not talking about that you need to. Either way, I'm getting from this card, like the overarching energy of the reading is that there's awkward tension between you guys. Could be over someone sitting on the fence, you know, unwilling to make a decision, an uncomfortable truce, something like that. You know, others of you are in no contact from this person, so, and you could even have each other blocked, or, you know, so definitely there is more to be discussed here between the two of you, but it's like no one wants to bring it up. No one wants to initiate that conversation. People are not wanting to hear what needs to be said. They want to pretend like there is no elephant in the room and, you know, avoid the conversation, but it needs to be had, okay? So we've got the Knight of Wands here. Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and Three of Cups in reverse. Also the Ten of Swords was in reverse. So what I'm seeing is that, you know, this is your combined energy, you and your person's combined energy. Somebody here could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or have it in their chart. Somebody here could also travel for work. But if that's the case, they're finding that others are uncooperative about that, whether that be you or just, you know, the world in general, because of, you know, what's happening in the world right now. But I do see good news. The Knight of Wands is about, you know, offers, communications, and messages. So at present, you know, you or your person could have communicated with one another, or could be really wanting to take action and in the process of taking action towards doing that. We saw that that's desperately needed here. Or you could be hearing good news about your person. They could be hearing good news about you with that card. I feel like some of you could have met somebody new through work. For some of you, this is a newer connection, and you could have met through work, but don't have to. You know, either way, communication needs to be clearer between the two of you. The Knight of Wands talks about, you know, very clear, direct communication. The Knight of Wands is somebody that is pretty direct in their communication. Generally, you know, honest, when this energy is in the upright. So there is direct desire for direct and honest communication here between the two of you. And that's desperately needed here. You guys could, at the very least, just need to be making more time to talk to each other, you know. Just making the time, like if somebody travels for work, you might not be making the time enough to talk to one another. And if that's the case, then just by making time to talk to one another will make a huge difference here. And talk about the elephant in the room, so that will cut through some of that tension. And that would definitely increase, you know, increase your closeness with your person in this connection, and vice versa. So what helps or hinders your connection at present? We got the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you can see on here, there's some angry words. This poor little character is laying in bed, looking at computer screen, messages, saying all kinds of nasty things. So nasty words could have been said in this connection. Or there's a fear of nasty words being said if an issue is addressed. Maybe that's the reason why someone doesn't want to have a conversation. They're afraid of being called names, or they're afraid of having, you know, harsh communication. I'm getting that, you know, despite the positive present energy, there's still this issue here that somebody here has hit rock bottom. You know, but I see like that's a good thing because it was needed and necessary to make changes in their lives. So maybe this relationship has come to an end, or you guys have had a nasty argument. Something has ended here. Maybe a job has ended, but somebody is feeling really down, regardless of who made them that way. But it's like the rock bottom was needed for somebody to, you know, make some necessary changes in their lives. So roles can be reversed and energies are interchangeable, so apply it to the situation as you see fit, whether that's you or your person. You know, this is what I'm seeing. I see a painful ending. That is something that's standing in the way of communication here. Painful words spoken, like I said, you know, possibly a betrayal, you know, and if that's so, then probably due to some cheating behavior. But I am also seeing, you know, the desire on both of your parts to revive this connection, to reconnect. There is that energy and the desire on both of your parts to reconnect. But, you know, with these two cards and with the Ten of Swords being heavy energy, you know, nothing works unless you do. So just know that, like, it takes two, right? So both of you guys need to put in effort in this connection. You know, and if this is someone new, maybe that person has been through a painful ending, or you have. And if that's the case, you know, someone might not be ready, or might not be as ready for the commitment that they think they want. And just know that if that's you, it's okay, especially if you've been through some sort of a really painful ending with someone. So don't feel pressured by society or by this person or by anyone else to settle down or commit real quick to this connection, or recommit to it, or to any connection. If you're not ready, you don't have to be, okay? It's okay to not be ready. It's okay to be single until you're done healing from this. So what's going on internally, subconscious factors, things you might not know. We've got the Five of Pentacles. You know, what you may not know is that this person, you know, might not feel good enough for you. You know, I feel like definitely there's been some hurtful things said or hurtful things happen here. This person could have marginalized you. You made you feel insignificant, and they could have done that on purpose, which is really kind of messed up. But whoever did this, whether it was you or them, it's like it was because they didn't feel good enough for you, or you didn't feel good enough for them. So someone's self-esteem could, you know, be at rock bottom as a result of all of this. The result of being left out in the cold, given the cold shoulder, or ignored. You can see on the card, this person's been literally put out of her house, okay, or the house that she shared with her person. So, and this person's walking away. This is pretty tough energy. So, but this is subconscious, so it could be related to fears, or this could be connected to this Ten of Swords ending. This could have happened in this connection or a previous connection, and it's having an effect on this connection now. So I am feeling, though, for a lot of you, this person doesn't feel good enough for you, and they don't like being ignored if you're ignoring them, and vice versa. You don't like being ignored if they're ignoring you. I feel like some of you know, like, if this is this person that put you out and caused this painful ending, despite any desire they might have or you might have to revive this connection, you feel like, I feel like you feel that, you know, that you just need to forget this person. Or maybe that's what you're trying to decide on, trying to figure out. And that's not going to resonate for everybody. It's a general reading, so just take what resonates. So external factors, we had the Three of Pentacles, and that was in reverse. So definitely regarding communication, regarding actions being taken here, offers being made. There hasn't been enough, and there isn't enough, you know, effort being put into this connection by one or both of you guys. So there's not a, you know, obviously there's not a solid foundation. If this is resonating, there's not a solid foundation. I feel like, though, this is, you know, the Three of Pentacles can be a good omen for pregnancy. Okay, Three of Pentacles in reverse, rather. And if that's the case, you know, it is a good omen for that. So, you know, just take precautions if you're not wanting that to happen. You know, if you're still being physical with this person, which I see, like, some of you are, or some of you will be soon. And this could actually be what's foremost on your person's mind, you know, for some of you. Like, they want to come back and they have this in mind, that they want, you know, you to get them pregnant, or vice versa, to get you pregnant. Yeah. So just like I said, just take precautions if that's not what you're wanting. Yeah, because I feel like this could be part of what they're thinking. Maybe not the whole reason for some of you, and it's not going to resonate for everybody. It's kind of a specific message, but I am getting that, you know. This is, you know, bottom line, I feel like it's support of the fact that you're getting good news. You're getting some sort of good news. So for some of you, that is good news to know, you know, that this person maybe didn't want to have a family with you in the past. Now they're coming back because they do want to have a family with you in the past, or vice versa. And so this is the good news that's coming in, or one of the good news that's coming in. And if you don't want it, you don't have to have it. Just beware, okay? And also, I feel it's important to say that, you know, just beware that your person may want that with you, to have a family with you, in order to make you subservient to them somehow, okay? You know, kind of like I don't want to say trap, but for an odd few that might be the truth, in which case, you know, really beware. But for others of you, it is like this would make them feel more secure in your connection, or this is kind of what's foremost on their mind, that, you know, you would be, yeah, more subservient to them somehow. There's no other way to put it. And they're thinking they would have a stronger hold on you if you were to have a child together, right? Okay. You know, and even if that whole child stuff doesn't resonate, I feel like the very least you can take away with that Three of Pentacles in reverse is that when you next communicate with this person, you know, you may respond to this person as if you are less than you are, okay? And maybe this is because you know that this person thinks they're not good enough for you, or because you're just maybe wanting to reconcile with this person or move this forward, and so you might make yourself less in some way. I think you need to really think really hard about that before you do that. Yeah, Spirit is saying don't do that. Hold your head up high, okay? So in the past position, actually rather, yeah, we've got this Three of Cups, and like I said, that did come out in reverse. So this was definitely a third-party situation, a cheating situation for a lot of you, if not all of you. I mean, we've got the painful ending with the Ten of Swords, and then we've got the Three of Cups, which is can represent third-party or cheating, especially in reverse. If you know that's not the case, then maybe check out one of the other groups, but this is what I'm getting. Either someone here was seeing, okay, hear me out, because a third party doesn't always have to be another person, like romantic person. But this is what I'm getting, is that either someone was seeing other people, you know, cheating or just being promiscuous, or someone's money was drained from living the high life, so they couldn't, you know, they didn't feel good enough for this connection, or, you know what I mean, they didn't want to invest in dating just one person at that time, or something along these lines. Yeah. Someone also could, you know, with the Three of Cups in reverse can talk about somebody being an attention whore, just wanting a lot of attention from a lot of different people. So, you know, even if it wasn't technically cheating, it was like, it felt like cheating to the one who cared more or something. This is what I'm getting. Also, there could be interference from friends. So it's like this person either cheated, or there was money issues that interfered, or there was interference from your friends or their friends in this connection and it affected it. But also with the Three of Cups in reverse, it talks about regret. It talks about feeling sorry. So this person is sorry, and you know, they do regret taking your connection too lightly in the past, because this is past energy. And I feel like they regret overindulging in whatever it was they were overindulging in, whatever they allowed to interfere in this connection, whether it's like a party lifestyle or drinking, friends, you know, any of the things I just said. That's what I'm getting there as well. You know, they know that it caused the Ten of Swords here. And they know that this is a huge hurdle that they need to jump over, is this Ten of Swords ending that they caused. And they know that you're probably, you know, torn and stuck between a rock and a hard place with regard to taking this person's hand and giving them another chance. Or if this is a newer person, because of if this happened in their past or in your past, this is something that is creating, you know, indecision in this connection. So what is the outcome here? We've got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is the outcome. Fire sign energy, fast action, fast communication. Okay. So what is this saying in an outcome position? It's like if this is a new relationship, it's saying to buckle up, Buttercup, because this is going to be a whirlwind, okay? Definitely this can talk about a whirlwind romance, and you're about to be swept up in a whirlwind here. You know, this can be good and feel like everything is moving very quick, and like everything is falling right into place. And like all you have to do is enjoy yourself. So for those of you, this is a new connection where none of this stuff, none of this cheating or this ending of a relationship or none of this hurt happened, then I feel like you're getting ready to be swept up. Just know that, you know, this person might have had all that crap happen in their past, or you might have. And if you're not ready for something, you know, committed and solid at this time immediately because you're not fully healed, that's okay. You can still have fun with this new person if it's a new person. Things are going to start falling into place. It's going to move pretty quick. You're going to really enjoy yourself. And I'm feeling like you're going to laugh. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to have a good time. But you know, still, you don't want to lose your head, okay? Especially with that Knight here. So be careful, because the Knight of Wands is the player of the deck, right? He can be. He's a charming, swell guy, right? Loyal to his friends, hard worker, but not the most settled and not the most mature. Okay, he's not the king. He's not the King of Wands, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, just be careful. Because, like I said, Knights are all about change and quickness. There is a change coming to this connection, regardless, and message and news, good news. But you're gonna need to keep your head, okay? Especially if this person is the one that hurt you in the past, like this. Don't let this person ride in, seduce you, and then ride out. Slow down and pay attention, okay? Spirit is saying really slow down and pay attention, and remember what they did to you if they left you out in the cold, if they ignored you, if they put you out, okay? And even if it wasn't this person, you know, there's a lot of passion between the two of you. But again, I feel like somebody's not fully ready for a committed relationship. Therefore, whenever that's the case, you need to be careful that you're not repeating past mistakes, or that your person isn't. So for those of you who've been dealing with this person for a long time, like you know, there's actually a group of you that have been dealing with this person for a long time, and your relationship's had its ups and downs, but it's not necessarily as rocky or dramatic as the cards have described it to be. In that case, yeah, you're in for some happy times too. I mean, this is a happy card in the outcome position. So I feel like this relationship's getting unstuck, which means there is going to be communication. There is going to be a decision. If there's a decision that needs to be made, I feel like it's a decision whether or not to communicate. I feel like it's made. You are communicating. You are addressing some things that need to be addressed, addressing that white elephant in the room, the source of the anxiety and the tension between the two of you. And for those that are able to work through it and decide on putting in equal amounts of effort and not repeating the mistakes of the past, then you're getting unstuck. Things are moving forward. I see a positive change here. This could even be in business as well. I see just busyness in general. And whatever this movement is, it's invigorating and it's good for the both of you, okay? So I'm seeing fresh experiences, a new life, just really good stuff here. For those of you who've been dealing with this person for a while, or know this person, or more importantly, for those who've been like in a real relationship with this person. If this has been an on again, off again type thing, or friends with benefits type thing, you know, again, beware, be cautious, extremely cautious. If you deal with this person at all, everybody's situation is a little different. But there is a group of you out there that, a couple of groups of you out there. The ones that this is a new person, it's going to be a lot of fun, you know, just be cautious. And then for those who have been in a relationship with this person, that is getting unstuck and is moving forward in a very good way, in a positive and happy and a fun way as well, okay? You're in for some new experiences. And so this is what I got for you, group one. If you want, you can follow me over to the extended. The link for that will be down below. And that's where I'm going to get some advice for you from Spirit, what surrounds this connection, as well as your guys' combined hopes for the future of this connection, as well as the likely future. So if you'd like to follow me over there, please do so. And if not, please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate that. And I will talk to you next time. Welcome, group two. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So I've got the cards pre-shuffled. Let me get them laid out here real quick. All right. So this is a reading of what's the outcome, what is the, the big message, the takeaway from your connection, like what is the outcome going to be of this connection, okay? So the back of the deck we have Scorpio energy. Doesn't have to be in your chart, but could be, and it's in reverse. That is the Death card. I feel like somebody's having a hard time letting go of this connection. We also have the Six of Cups underneath. Somebody had some really good sex in this connection, and that's probably part of the reason why. Somebody is being pulled in two different directions and needed to make a decision, or needs to make a decision. Or somebody, was divided in their feeling and thinking on what they should do about this connection. On the one hand, they were being pulled towards perhaps their own self-preservation or self-improvement, and on the other hand, they were being pulled towards just trying to keep the peace or the truce in this connection, because there was a lot, or is a lot, of passion in this connection, fun, adventure. This person or you are very charming, could have communicated well, or got along well, maybe creatively. So I feel like that's been difficult for someone to let go of here, water sign energy. Like with that Six of Cups in reverse, reminiscing about the past is keeping you from having fun and enjoying the present, okay? So I feel like this connection was meant to help people to grow up a bit. Somebody here could have had unrealistic expectations, or been a bit naive in the past. And as a result, maybe that's still going on, because whoever that is having difficulty letting go with that Death card. This connection seems to be in stagnation. I feel like, some of you feel stuck on this person, or they feel stuck on you. And so just take it how it resonates as a general reading. Roles can be reversed and energy is interchangeable. But there's this, definitely your hope, or your person's hope, was destroyed in this connection at some point here. So at present, your combined or mixed energies is the Hierophant. I'm just going to lay out all the cards right now. We had the Queen, she is a queen in her own way, the High Priestess. She's in reverse. Then we have Three of Pentacles, also in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups, Prince or Princess Charming. The King of Cups, he was in reverse. Okay, so you guys get to see your outcome card ahead of time. Oops. Alright, so like I said with the back of the deck here, you know, someone's holding on to a relationship that's ended or trying to end. Also could represent somebody who is refusing to make changes or improvements to themselves for the sake of the relationship, or the sake of a relationship. You know, and if that part is true, you need to have a discussion, you know, with this person. Guys, if you're in contact, because, you know, obviously necessary improvements are needing to be made here and they're not being made. And if somebody does refuse to change, you know, the Spirit is saying to consider letting that person go. Or Spirit, you know, is telling your person, if you consider or continue not to change, to let you go. So it can be either way, but I'm getting that somebody may be staying in a situation out of insecurity, or they might be staying in a situation for security. Somebody here could be married or in a committed relationship. But either way, I feel your connection with this person is a spiritual one. It has spiritual nature. It's a soul connection. Maybe you haven't moved on if it's you that hasn't moved on because of insecurity. And if that's the case, Spirit is saying that you need to transform, you know, how you see yourself and increase your self-esteem, you know, in order for love to come to you, okay? In order for love to come to you in any form, really. So yeah, with this Hierophant card, this is your combined energy. So I'm seeing that you could be in the same religion and or have a spirit, well, you do definitely have a spiritual connection, but someone could be blocking it, you know, for moral or ethical reasons. So that sort of goes along with what I said about maybe somebody's already in a commitment, or there's some other reason, there's a moral or ethical reason that this connection could be being blocked right now. Like I said, because somebody could be in another commitment or marriage, but if that's the case, you know, the other one, you know, wants them to have a commitment with them. So in other words, if your person is the one who's in another commitment, you know, you really want that person to have that commitment with you, or vice versa, okay? You know, either way, there could be, you know, a status difference here I'm getting. Maybe it's an age difference. But you see the Hierophant, this Pope-like figure, is on a throne above two, like cardinals or bishops, whatever the case may be. And so that shows some sort of a difference here. Not that one is better or worse, just that there's a difference here. And it's likely a hierarchical one. So that could look like in modern days, like a teacher-student relationship, a boss-employee relationship, or working together somehow. Maybe in an institution, a company, you know, something that deals with like a group setting. So what helps or hinders this connection is the High Priestess in reverse, okay? And it's really significant. These two are head, you know, spiritual teachers or figures, and they're right next to each other. But since this is in reverse, I'm getting that your person could be jealous of how attractive people find you, or maybe you're jealous of, you know, how attracted other people are to your person. Maybe it's a little bit of both, but someone here could be jealous, especially if they're water sign energy, but not necessarily, or have a water moon. I feel like, you know, your person wants to learn some deep, dark secrets that you may have, right? They feel like you could have some dirty little secrets or some deep, dark secrets, and they're wanting to know those secrets, what they are. You both could be, yeah, you guys could just both be finding it difficult to know, you know, where the other one is coming from in this connection. Difficulty reading one another. Blocked intuition here. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that you guys have, you know, most likely it's both of you that has a lot of feelings for each other. I feel like your person definitely has feelings for you, and you know, it weighs heavy on their hearts, and I feel like it weighs heavy on your hearts too. You know, somebody here could be more traditional than the other one. The other one's more liberal, you know, less traditional, and that, you know, that could be blocking the connection too. So, so what's the internal energy, the subconscious or unknown energies that are affecting this connection? Well, with that Three of Pentacles in reverse, what I'm seeing is that, again, this could be a third-party situation. If it's not a third-party situation, it's a sense that this connection is or has been unstable due to there always being like some other person waiting in the wings to swoop in, waiting for their chance to be with you or be with your person. It's like this feeling of distrust. Or maybe that is actually the case, right? This person views you as very attractive. If you are, your person's like, you have to have other people interested in you, and this concerns them, or vice versa here. But if it is a third-party situation, you know, you'll know that better than I do if that's the case. If you don't know that to be true, then that part of the reading isn't for you. But if it is, you know, I feel that, you know, it definitely, obviously would interfere and is interfering in this connection. And the interference could also come from work, because third party doesn't always have to be another person. It could be anything that interferes with the connection, including work. So work or money. Yeah, interference from work perhaps. You know, if you work together, there's interference from the fact that that this relationship, you know, will take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of work to progress it. Okay, and I feel like that probably weighs heavily on you guys as well, one or both of you. You'd have to work as a team, and you know, both of you would have to make the effort and make changes to make it work. So that's something that you both know, whether you've talked about it or not, whether you've admitted it to yourself or they've admitted it to themselves or not. It's like what's underlying here is that it would take a lot of work, you know, but they do also see you in a very positive light, and as someone who has many qualities that they're looking for in a partner. But you know, you guys know that patience is going to be needed here, you know, for the reasons that I just described. So what are the external factors affecting this connection? Oh, we've got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a positive card to see in a love reading, in any love reading, right? Because it represents romance. Like I said, it's the Prince or Princess Charming. It can represent a proposal. This reading could have something to do with an actual like marriage proposal. Or, you know, just a proposal as in like a proposition to get together, to go on a date, for there to be a change or communication in the connection. I feel like since this is in your external energy, group 2, this is group 2, right? Yeah. That you could already be romantically involved with each other, as in dating, right? It's like many of you are in contact with this person, dealing with this person presently. And, you know, even if you're not technically dating, you know, if you're involved with each other at work or through church or whatever it is, when you do deal with each other, it's like the little things that you do for each other show your romantic gestures, or that's how they're showing their romantic gestures. Like doing favors for each other, giving each other compliments, making love eyes at one another. There's a strong desire to get romantic here as well. There's a desire here to make a big change. Yeah, you know, I try to steer away from, you know, gendering the cards, but I feel like it is masculine energy. Who wants to make a big change? If you're the feminine watching this, it's likely you're watching it also because you'd like there to be a change in this connection. There's this desire to get close to one another, and that's probably the big change, right? To go from being just friends or coworkers or just flirting or just seeing each other casually to making it a stronger connection and getting closer to one another. This card also can represent good news. You know, so I feel like some of you are currently messaging back and forth with one another. That's a possibility as well, but either way, it's like you're getting good news about this person or they're getting good news about you. There's some good news here that's coming here. And it could be related to learning that this person does see a future with you, does want to propose to you, or sees you as a fit marriage partner, sees you as somebody that they could have a committed traditional relationship with. It's very likely. So if this isn't resonating, feel free to choose another group, but this is what I'm getting. And if it is resonating, please hit the like, share, and subscribe if you would. That would help. That supports the channel. I appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section down below. I do see a message being sent, and it is going to be words that you want to hear, or words that they want to hear, right? You guys are going to exchange words that each is wanting to hear, and for some of you, this will lead to a marriage and commitment, like I said. You know, either way, there's this energy with this knight, you know, of you guys sweeping each other away, like getting swept up in the romance, okay? So in the past position, we have the King of Cups, and he was in reverse, so it's a grumpy King of Cups. And it is better that this card shows up in the past, but it does show that there has been strong, you know, feelings between the two of you for some time now. And however, I do feel that someone, you know, was behaving emotionally immature here, not dealing with their emotions effectively. I see them blocking their intuition, the High Priestess in reverse, so they, you know, they weren't reading you or your energies. They weren't reading you or the situation correctly. So whoever was being this way, you know, I feel that they made the other one behave like neurotic or anxious around them, which it became like a negative feedback loop. Oh wow, that went by fast. Sorry. A negative feedback loop. So in other words, this person, say it's your person that was being emotionally immature, right? And they had a hard time reading you. And it's because they want to know your secrets. They feel like you're hiding something. Or they feel like there's more they need to know about you and they don't know it. Maybe this person is typically good at reading people unless they have feelings for them, and then their intuition gets blocked. But whatever the reason, they were having difficulty reading you, and so they weren't dealing with their emotions effectively, and as a result, this was making you nervous and making you jittery around them. And then they were seeing your jitteriness and your nervousness as evidence that, oh, see, this person is hiding something, or, you know, this is kind of a red flag I should pay attention to. Why are they nervous? Why are they this? You know, it was a negative feedback loop. Now, it's not going to resonate for everybody. It's going to resonate for someone. So they weren't reading the situation correctly. And, you know, but no, good news though, there is change here. You know, this king wasn't thinking for himself. I don't know why, but this is coming through. This king was not thinking for himself, and like I said, I saw jealousy in this connection. So they could have let, you know, jealousy or oversensitivity, as this king does have a tendency to be oversensitive. And when it's in reverse, like normally this king in the upright, when they have strong emotions, they're very good at being stoic and hiding those emotions. But okay, slow down, Spirit. It's like you're making me. Yeah, thank you. Okay, give me a moment. Yeah. Yeah, when they're in the upright, they can hide their feelings pretty effectively. But when they're in the reverse, they might think they're hiding their feelings effectively, but they're not. And this made whoever, the other person, nervous. And I feel they were doing that because they could have been jealous, you know, over you and the attention that you get, or that they imagine that you get, you know. And this king let it get the better of him. When I see he's ready to let go, he's ready to let go, you know, of all of that in order to pursue his dream of love and happiness, because he hasn't been happy for a while. Whatever he's been doing, he hasn't been happy for a while. he hasn't been either in a happy work environment, or his money hasn't been great, or if he's in a marriage or another commitment, it hasn't been great. It hasn't been the solid foundation that offered him the security or her the security that they thought that it would, and thus, you know, they just want a major change, and they're looking to you as part of that. Okay, they want love and happiness, and Spirit is saying, you know, to be open to that. This is very romantic energy that I'm getting here, especially with the outcome with the King of Wands, fire sign energy. So if this is representing a person, then well, this king, he's the best of the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands is, you know, very attractive, funny, loyal, exciting, passionate, right? But the difference is that the King of Wands has emotional intelligence. So he's better. He has emotional intelligence, he has maturity, he has experience. He still has a healthy sex drive, but he knows how to control it, right? And just, this is a very enthusiastic person. Anything that he is enthusiastic about, like his interests, if it's his work, he has an infectious enthusiasm for that. If it's you, it's you. Infection, you know, and as a result, this manifests as this king being very warm and emotionally available and confident. Okay, so it's like major changes. These changes could have, well, they've been delayed on somebody's part, whether it's you or theirs, but I'm seeing now that that is changing, and we are seeing in the outcome a very positive card in the outcome, that this person is becoming more warm towards you, emotionally available and confident. So a real romance could be on the table for you, group 2, and I feel like if that's the case, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So this is what I've got for you in group 2. I'm going to take it to the extended, where we're going to get advice from Spirit on this connection, and we're going to look at, you know, what happens, you know, if you follow that advice, what your combined hopes and dreams are for this connection and the future of this connection as well. So if you feel like it, go ahead and follow me over there. The link for that will be down below. Otherwise, I'll talk to you next time. Welcome, group 3. Thanks for tuning in for your reading. So your person, the person that you came to the reading for, think about that person. Got the cards pre-shuffled and laid out, meditated on. So the topic of the reading is, you know, what's the outcome of this connection? So what is the big picture, the message, the bottom line, or the outcome of this connection? So we've got the Tower card here, we've got the Chariot, we've got the Magician, a lot of major arcana, which means a lot that's happening or has happened, has been fated to happen. A lot of universal energies at work in this connection at present. We've got the Hierophant at the back of the deck. We've got the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, and then I'll reveal the outcome. So with the Hierophant at the back of the deck, you know, somebody could be a Taurus or have that in their chart, but this is the energy here. You know, I see a traditional relationship. Yeah, somebody, you could be married to this person or be in a committed relationship with this person, or you were, or this person is, or you are. So take it how it resonates. Energies can be interchangeable, so apply it to your situation, you know, how it resonates. But what I'm getting here, you know, is that, yeah, I'm seeing a traditional relationship where everyone behaves the way that they're expected to. They behave the way that they're expected to behave, and they're not bucking the system. So it's giving me this feeling of perhaps that the underlying energy here, the overarching energy here, what's affecting this connection is, yeah, this traditional energy or desire for a traditional, conventional sort of relationship, okay? Again, where everybody is behaving where they're expected to behave, okay? But present energy, your combined present energy here is the Tower. So Towers is Mars energy. And I know some Mars energy is really strong right now, astrologically speaking. I believe that Pluto and Mars are becoming square, which creates a lot of tension. So just beware this week. This is a timeless reading, but when a week from the time that this reading is published, you know, there is some intense energies, especially for people like Scorpio or Aries, people with that in their chart are heavily influenced by that. But that's just a side note here. I'm feeling like if someone is having to roll with the punches here and not cling to the status quo right now, and I see that's kind of difficult because somebody likes to cling to the status quo. Someone has some fixed energy here, especially if you know, if you are Taurus, or if you're married or in a committed relationship where your person is. But I feel with, you know, the Tower comes in and it knocks down the house, right? I mean, houses don't fall when the bones are good, right? That's a song that I heard on the radio today, and that really represents the Tower energy. Like, the bones aren't good in this connection. So if there is a marriage here, I feel like, you know, it's falling apart, or it's about to, major action needs to be taken to save it from falling apart, if it's going to be saved, if it's worth saving. Same if it's if it's this relationship. So what do I see? Okay. Yeah, so while the tendency is to want to behave the way one is expected to, I feel the universe is coming in and messing that all up, challenging one to not cling to the status quo right now. So yes, I do see a relationship ending, and if that's the case, I feel like communication and damage control, you know, are really needed, and are probably the only things that can have a chance of saving it, okay? So if this is you, if this is resonating with you, and an ending in this connection with the person you came here for, don't assume anything. You know, find out, you know, what the other person is thinking, and they need to know what you're thinking and feeling as well. So don't assume anything, is what I'm hearing with that. Also, whether this relates to you directly or not, someone may be blindsided by an affair. So a relationship could be ending, a marriage could be ending over an affair. But if that's the case, that marriage or relationship was probably already on really thin ice before that. You know, either way, I see a major surprise here. It doesn't have to be like all negative, like a negative surprise. With this Two of Cups beneath it, I feel that someone has just unexpectedly fallen in love. So it could be that your person has unexpectedly fallen in love with you, or you with them. If you're, you know, the one who is involved in a third-party situation and you've fallen in love with somebody else, you didn't mean to do that, you didn't mean to hurt your person, your spouse or your partner, but it just happened unexpectedly. But whoever it is applying to, I'm getting the energy that someone is thrown for a loop here, you know, and it's like, you know, someone expected things to go or feel one way, but it ended up feeling completely different, but in a good way. So it's like whatever's happened here, it's unexpected. So maybe it's two scenarios, okay? Where there's an ending of a relationship, in which case, if you don't want it to end, you need to not assume, and you have to have a conversation, clear communication regarding feelings and thoughts, and then, only then can it maybe have a chance of surviving. If it is ending, it could be because of somebody's you know, unexpectedly fell for somebody else. The other scenario is that, you know, you've just been struck by lightning. You and your person are struck by lightning, whether you're with someone else or they are. It's like you didn't expect it to happen, didn't mean it to happen, but it's happening. So what helps or hinders the connection? We've got the Chariot card. All of your cards, group 3, came out in the upright, just FYI. I'm getting that with the Chariot card, as it relates to love, either someone is pressuring you to go too fast, or you are pressuring them to go too fast. So maybe you're pressuring them to break up from a relationship if they're in one, or they're doing that to you, or just pressuring you guys, like the relationship to progress faster than you guys are both ready for, or yeah, could be in relation to being pressured too fast to go to the bedroom together, but it doesn't have to be that. It could just be, you know, pressure to move this forward too fast. There's a lot of will and drive and focus behind the Chariot card. So that can sometimes be you know, a little intense for a love relationship, especially if it's a new relationship or a relationship that is more like a situationship, right? This is a lot of intense energy with the Tower and the Chariot for the delicate nature of love and love relationships. So I feel like that's a hindrance. If there's pressure being applied to this connection, I feel like that's kind of a hindrance for a lot of you. And for some of you, it could be a good thing. It could be helping it because maybe this relationship's been going on for a while. I see with the Six of Cups, you could have known this person, you know, from before. This could be somebody from your past. It doesn't have to be, but so for some of you, you know, you're glad that it's starting to move forward and have forward movement. Just beware of, you know, being pushy or letting your person be pushy here. Somebody is controlling, somebody is pushy here. And I don't see that as being a very good thing in this reading, okay? So what can you do about it? Cards are saying, you know, regardless of what's happening, you know, you need to talk about boundaries. You need to talk about your preferences, what you expect from the relationship, what you like, what you want, what you don't like, what you won't tolerate, what you don't want. And be honest, really honest with yourself first and foremost, about the possibilities here in this connection. Okay? I'm also seeing that somebody does want to take charge and take the reins on this connection. And could be, like I said, a little bit pushy in how they do that. And then we've got the Magician here. So this is internal factors, subconscious influences, unknown influences. And with that Magician, I feel like someone feels like coming across or is coming across very persuasive, very charmingly. You might not know that this person, you know, views you as very persuasive, very charming, even magnetic. But I'm getting too that someone wants to have the other person in the palm of their hand. Again, it's sort of that controlling energy I talked about. And the Magician can be manipulative. So you might not be aware of that, or you might have an unconscious tendency to be that way towards this person, or they might have an unconscious tendency to be that way towards you. So, you know, heads up about that. You know, if this isn't resonating, you can always go to groups 1 or 2, you know, but this is what I'm getting. It's a general reading, right? But yeah, somebody wants to have the other in the palm of their hand, and it's like they want to do whatever it takes to win your affections. We'll just say it from that angle, win your affections, even if, you know, even if they have to pull some tricks out of their sleeves, okay? So externals here is the Two of Cups. And, you know, this is very positive. Both of these are extremely positive cards to come out in a love reading. Cups are about emotion, can be about love. So I feel like since this is externals, what's happening currently in the 3D, you could be, you know, this could be someone that you're already in a relationship with, right? And it could have started off as an affair. You could be dating this person already. Even if it didn't start off as an affair, it's like you're involved with this person. Or this is someone that you had a committed relationship with that perhaps was destroyed by an affair, or has suffered or is on the verge of suffering a Tower moment of some kind, some major change. But either way, I'm getting that the possibility of true love with this person, it really feels like it's here. There is that possibility for true love. I'm getting that, you know, with these two cards next to each other, especially, that you guys could have a really good, like an excellent rapport, and really, you know, enjoy talking to each other. And I feel that's because you relate really well to one another. And I'm getting that you really enjoy each other's company too. This person really enjoys your company, you really enjoyed their company. You know, for an odd few, this could be someone you have friend zoned. So if you know that you don't want to date this person, you know, let them down honestly but easily, so that there's no confusion. That's a side note for somebody. It's not going to resonate for everybody. So in the past, with the Six of Cups energy, the lovely Six of Cups. I'm getting that this is someone from your past, either a past life, if you don't know them or haven't known them in the past in this life, or in this life. Or it could be, at the very least, someone who reminds you of like the comforts of home, you know, somebody you feel really comfortable and warm with. I heard somebody describe this card as like the person makes you feel like you felt when grandma made you her special chocolate chip cookies. I mean, this is really a loving and good feeling that this person brings to you and you to them. I am seeing, you know, quite a lot of passion as well. Let there be no doubt about that, but it is this really, you know, emotionally deep and caring feeling that I'm getting from this card in the past between you and this person. So this is the past position, and a card referring to the past is present here, so that really leads me to think that you guys have had some involvement in some way, shape, or form, whether in this life or a past life. There's a lot going on here in this connection, I can see. Definitely see a lot of desire for one another, like I said, but possibly, you know, someone, especially with that Chariot up above, someone traveled away from this connection in the past. Could have been for work or self-improvement, or even just for being self-centered, or it could have been to achieve something, you know, some success in their life, whether that was you or this other person. And for others, it could have been for another person that they left you for, right? Because Chariot has you know, these two men pulling the Chariot along, but they can sometimes get imbalanced or pull you in different directions. This person, I feel, or you, were pulled in different directions in the past. That is, you know, very likely here. Yeah, that doesn't have to be the case. That won't resonate for everybody, that this person, you know, traveled away from you for some reason in the past. But either way, it looks like this was like a naive and innocent, you know, love with a lot of happy memories that the two of you share. And I feel like this is what makes you guys want to reconcile, right? If this is a reconciliation situation, this is what makes you want to reconcile. And if this is someone newer that you haven't split up with, then it feels like you've known each other, you know, from before. It feels really special, like you know, it's like a soulmate relationship. Very comfortable and good. So with the outcome card, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So, just under the Magician here. So what I'm really getting here is sometimes, yeah, we see that you guys have this really sort of warm and close connection, or you did, and the problem with that sometimes, unfortunately, is that familiarity can breed contempt. And, you know, after the conquest of the excitement of getting together, you could fall into routine really easily and stop trying new things. So you fall into routine, you know, stop trying new things maybe, and then it gets boring, it gets a little bit dull, right? I'm even seeing for some of you a potential for love bombing here. You love bombing this person, or them love bombing you, to get the relationship going, to start you down the path of a relationship, and then somebody becomes emotionally remote. And if that's the case, it's because they start taking it for granted, or you do. There's, you know, always that temptation with somebody that when things come too easily or feel too natural, or you know, when you're too familiar or comfortable with someone, it's like it's human nature to take it for granted sometimes. And I'm seeing that with that Four of Pentacles here. And I feel like it's very, you know, frustrating, to say the least, maddening even, to see someone who was once very warm and charming to you, you know, start backing out the door emotionally or physically. But that could be what's happening here. You know, and if this happens, let them go, because it's not you, it's them. But unless it is you, and if it is you, it would probably be because you were being possessive and attempting to control this person. So being clingy or possessive towards this person would push them away. So be aware of that, right? If this hasn't happened yet, you know, you can offset some of what I'm saying that you don't like by catching yourself when you're being possessive or clingy and not being that way towards this person. But, you know, there is a likelihood that they will back away emotionally regardless, you know. Or you will do that if it's resonating more from your perspective. In which case your person should just let you go, because you know, attempts to control another person, you know, that stems from fear, and that just pushes other people away, because clinging is not healthy. And you know, true love, it allows space between the lovers, right? And no matter what, no one can ever really control another person. If this is a newer connection, I'm getting that if you're ready for a relationship, maybe you think you're ready for a relationship, but you might not be as ready as you think, or just realize, regardless if this is a new or an old relationship, and your person needs to realize that they have to step outside of their comfort zone in order to make this happen, in order to keep it going, okay? But it's almost like this person is excited and attracted to, you know, the excitement of new love, or you are, and then someone wants to like make it a settled down situation, because ultimately someone is more conservative. Both the Four of Pentacles and the Hierophant is like earth energy, conservative, you know. And then after you ground the relationship, then it becomes too dull or too boring, and then somebody starts looking elsewhere, starts taking it for granted, that sort of a thing, right? That is definitely a potential here in this reading, group 3. So like I said, if this isn't resonating, please choose another option or group, or come back another day. But this is what I'm getting. Now I'm going to take it over to the extended. We're going to get advice from Spirit on this reading and see what Spirit has to say about this connection, this outcome, and the future of the connection. Then we're going to look at what happens if you take the advice, what the energy of the relationship will be then, and what your combined hopes and dreams for this connection are for the future, and also the future outcome. So please follow me over there if you feel drawn to, and if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time.